Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11, and he helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, working on his fine motor skills. He has a hard time with things like using a pencil or utensils and things like that. So we paint together, and then I paint the rest. I think I said that twice, but um, we've had a very good day, but I'm very exhausted, and so I had thought about doing something different, and then I thought, nope, I'm too tired. We went to church this morning, and Owen, he's had a fantastic day. He wanted to go play in the mud. Well, for years, rain has been something that has caused lots and lots and lots of meltdowns. And so for him to want to go in the mud and to be out in the rain, truly a miracle, truly amazing, truly just, I'm like, it was just a glorious thing. And so he put his rain boots on before we even left, and he had read or was watching a video of Curious George. I believe that's where he got the idea from. And kudos to Curious George, because he is the reason that Owen is sleeping through the night and going to bed on his own, because the man in the yellow hat told him to go to bed, and that if he needed anything, he would be right there. He told Curious George this, not Owen. And ever since then, Owen has been going to sleep on his own. And so it's all amazing. So weather, rain, anything that's not sun, has caused meltdown after meltdown after meltdown. And so today I've laughed, I've cried, I rejoiced all of the moments. And I'm still laughing because he did not want to go. I could not convince him to go. He kept saying 5 more minutes. And then when I finally was like, no, you can't have 5 more minutes, we got to go, he said 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. So it truly, I mean, when you're so used to your child struggling to even hear the rain, and here he is just running around the playground, jumping in all the pedals, I can't talk, the puddles that he finds, and just running and sitting in them, because he told me he was going to sit in them. I mean, it's truly like my dream miracle come true. I don't even know all the words. So he had a fantastic day with that. We had gone to church, and I usually take him down to his classroom for church, and then he sometimes will go to children's church, or he'll stay in the classroom. And so this morning he wanted to go to the regular service so that he could listen to music. And so once the music was over, I took him took him to his classroom. But to have him even do that was absolutely amazing and wonderful, because it's a lot for him to go in crowds and do and still, like, we didn't have to remain quiet while we were singing, but he still has to stay in near the seat, and just so many little things to church and to we've got an amazing church that lets kids come in. Kids should be in, and totally understand if he would run to the stage or anything. They would all help me and help him realize that he needs to get back to his seat and all of that. But still, it's amazing. It's just amazing to be able to have so many experiences with him today, and with everybody, with the whole thing. I'm very excited. I'm kind of at a loss for words, because when you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for these moments where stuff like this is hard for your child, and then here he was just doing absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful thing. It's completely and totally a beautiful thing. And that's how I felt about the whole day, because between church and him wanting to sing, and then going outside, and him just being able to run from puddle to puddle to puddle to puddle, and he even was on the play equipment, and he went on the slide, and he couldn't stop. He just kept wanting to go and go and go and go, and the swings, and he just didn't want to stop. He kept saying 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, and I wanted him to have a great time, but I also want to make sure that he doesn't get too over stimulated, and because then it has the opposite. He starts getting very moody and upset, and I didn't want that. He was having such a great day, so I want to make sure that we left in that time where it was made sense for him to get through it and enjoy it, and love being out there with all of it. So he enjoyed it. To hear him continue to say 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, when literally he will come running to me when it starts raining and tell me to turn off the rain inside the house, and he is screaming about trying to turn off the rain. So to go from that to that, it's truly it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. So I'm just feeling very excited and blessed and happy for what's going to happen next, whatever the happening next thing is. So, I'm also tired, because I didn't sleep a wink last night. Owen slept great, but I didn't sleep at all. And so not only am I really excited about his day, I'm also very exhausted about his day and my day. But I'm so thankful for all the experiences that he had today. And what was really cool is he's excited about going and getting on the bus tomorrow and going to school and all of that, but he has his music therapy tomorrow, and he was really excited. He wanted to tell his music therapist about singing in church and that they didn't have a harmonica in the band. Harmonica is, well, it's funny because for a long time, and he still asked for it, but he's never played that I know of the trumpet. But for months and months and months, he's been asking for a trumpet. So we're working on that. He just started music therapy, so I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with all of that. But he's now starting to say that the harmonica is his favorite instrument, which that's what I always thought it was. Well, not in the recent history, I guess. But he wants to tell his therapist, his music therapist, that they didn't have a harmonica. So we'll see what he says tomorrow when he goes. But I thought that was funny that he wanted to tell him. It truly is interesting what the boy comes up with. I love his brain. I love his brain. He came to me this morning, and he always wants me to help him with YouTube to get the voice activated option to work. And so he brought me that, and he said that he wanted me to pull up B in spider. And he was trying to say inspired, but he said in spider. That's what he thought it was. And so I told him that it was inspired. And he kept running through the house saying, be inspired and happy. And it makes me so happy. It makes me happy to hear him say happy and everything else in between. So it's an exciting thing to see him growing so much and changing, and just it's very exciting to me. Trying to decide what else I want to put on here, because I'm a little sleepy, and I think I'm about done. Sometimes I get a little carried away, and I don't want to get too carried away, because then I have to, now I put that kind of orange on top of there, and I'm wishing that I don't mind the orange, but I want the blue back on. I didn't want as much of the orange. But the blue that I use, it needs a little, to make it thinner, it has to have all the other stuff. And so with that orange, that's kind of hard to put it there. But it's okay. It'll work out in the wash, as they say. So, I think I'm about done. Kind of a wild bunch today. I was, like I said, gonna do something different, but too tired to do anything that makes my brain think. There we go. Like I said, I'm not gonna think too hard about it or make it more. I think then I added that, so now we got it's always when I start going one direction, I have to see what I need to do to go some other direction. I have paint all over me, so I keep I keep putting it on my shirt, my hand on my leg, and I'm getting it on my shirt. Trying to decide. Once I start down here low, then I feel like I've got to kind of even it out or do something. I'm not sure. So that's why I'm continuing to hem and haw. Okay, I'm walking away. I swear. I'm pretty sure. I think I am. I've thought about it and I keep doing stuff. Okay. I always put O for Owen and then L and B. Whoops, kind of fell off the canvas there. And I make jewelry with the leftover paint, so I squish this out. That's the technical term, and I call it paint globs. So that's my paint. Oops, I'm knocking everything over here. And these are my blob jewelry. I gotta get them done. I'm gonna make keychains and rings and different things with them. But that's what they are. So, all right. Thanks so much for being a part of our day. Toodles!